Here we go. 180. Mike 50, Mike. Hut. Let's go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Yeah, I guess I saved him the shit.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yep. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, throw that!
And he's going to go down again. Dee Ford providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go. 180. Hey, alert. Mark 50. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the
That
Eagles.
was 09. Jackson could have been
42
gone.
yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Oh, shit.
And his kick is no good.
I'm trying to hold it and take a delay again.
Kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game.
And I tried calling a timeout. I'm not going to do that either.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
PAT went slow as fuck. That kick.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1 point could hurt us, Eagles.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Go ahead.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On second down, a run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. 12, fellas. Here we go. 54.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We own it.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Deshaun Jackson. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 6-0 our score after one.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! 53! Mike, 53! Push him back! Push him back!
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
21, 21. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Look at that.
Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stand there, Jackson.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sunday.
Now Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Oh, my goodness.
Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz.
Get up there,
He's
Ertz.
brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Wentz to throw again.
Don't give it to that
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that was the play. We got it.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
81. Here, sit. You got to get moving, man. Hey, Charlie. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2, kill. Army. Right there. 54, right there.
Here's Wentz to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. To throw is Wentz.
Oh, that was
Trying to
a
get it
bad
to
throw.
Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 12. 54. Watch 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike,
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
Oh!
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
I got you.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
What the fuck did they touch him for? I didn't need to do all that.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out.
Oh, catch that!
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 24. Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Throwing is Wentz.
How can he continue to come block?
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dee Ford in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
That's off.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I got you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Here we go.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL.
Here we go.
Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Garoppolo.
Get out of the way.
And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Hey, gun.
Here's Breida. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4.
There you go, Cox.
Fletcher comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Wentz, and he connects with Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to keep it here.
Oh.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Taking a shot for Samuel, and it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On first down, Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 45 on second down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Wentz to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
but looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much
better
better
than
that, right? The
I didn't know if they'd be able to do anything else.
But the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Compete anywhere else. The defense was surprising. I knew they had Cox. That's about it. And Graham's good.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Yeah, load. I have no idea. I just choose to kick. Everything else I don't pay attention to. Let's go, Matty Ice.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 7.
Hey, Matty Ice is faster than I thought he would be. Ooh, that's ugly. Nice. Ooh, that's even worse. I have no fucking linebackers. That's weird. Damn, I can't even. I only have 3 linebackers. What the fuck? I can't even run a 3-4. I gotta fucking put a lineman in there. That's crazy. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Alright. No speed on this defense. We're in trouble.
15-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
That's crazy.
Yellow! I've got Louis!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Right there, 54.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, good play.
It is. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What we got? What we got? Five.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Hey, watch the slant. 51. Get up.
On second and a long way to go. Ryan forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
53. Hey, wahoo!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st down, Kansas City.
3 ball. Check. Motion out of the backfield. You.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right there, 54.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Yellow. I got you, boy. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damontae Kazee. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready. 525. Check. 54. Block 54. I got one. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, let's get ready to go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26. Wait.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Number 53. Mike 53. I got you.
Now it's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
That's mine.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. A big play there for KC. 66 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
40.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Fine.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's what we need out of you, Ridley.
Touchdown.
Got to pick the press.
Calvin Ridley, 79 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, I need one over here. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Hey, 15. Check. Lucky. Yellow. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
Incredible.
That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, Williams. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field, G.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They go play action. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down.
Hey, exit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike,
Oh, what the fuck?
53.
Oh.
Get up.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
You ain't got nothing. 21. 53. Hey, box truck.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away.
Oh!
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Here's Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
This turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Let him go.
Throwing again. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Ryan now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Complete to Jones. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Ryan will throw again.
Oh!
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch it.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed.
It's Kelsey on the grab. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh!
He is going to find Hill here. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 1st down, Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, Delta. Get there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
53, check 53.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Bravo! Check right 54. Right 54. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He finds Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Oh! Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Wow, not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow, 180. Get that quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh, good.
And it's complete to Kelce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Mahomes to throw.
Oh!
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Chiefs 12. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
51, South!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Got it. Got it. They can't hang with us. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm not ready. Check.
Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here I come. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Hey, I 7.
Here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Throwing now is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here I come.
Ryan to throw. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He wants it all for the end zone.
Fuck?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Played with them. Where's the old schools? There we go.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and off we go from Tampa. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20.
How bad is Jameis? 70? 78? Wow. Oof.
Five-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
God damn it, what the hell?
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Come on!
He's sacked by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's the former Badger, Dare Ogunbowale. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it.
I don't know why that guy's in there. What the fuck, man? Fucking 86 speed running back. Only got a guy with 94.
Right at the 7. Here's Bradley Pena now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his... Oh, Prescott stripped!
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go, defense. Hey, defense. 5 on the 50.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. We're scoreless after 1. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. He completes it to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Mickens.
Stupid.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Jameis now on 1st down. Airing this one out for going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half in some of these shorter games.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
No, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
110. I mean, I don't know. That's what I would have said. A little bit extra. That's how it was on stuff
the
like
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Oh!
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Thank you, Jalen
Mike
Smith.
Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, slack, 22, screen, 17. 54, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-lib.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Ah, shit.
Hey, stop. Sonic. That's it. Hey, watch that. Check.
Again, it's Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
48 Mike. Check right. Watch twist. Watch flip it. Easy.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got Evans. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Winston now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's caught out left by Perriman. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Oh, are you kidding me, guy?
Cobb with a completion. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
Why did I
makes
bring that
absolutely
out
perfect
for?
sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Following the interception, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
God damn it, that was
As
stupid.
it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Could have had a shot at the field, but fucking brought it out.
The first down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Prescott from the gun.
Oh, shit.
Complete to Jason
Come
Witten.
on, safety?
A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Let it go.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The sack by Robert Quinn. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Oh.
A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Kill.
10th carry now for Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Gun. Get him, you got it.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. It's a gain of 5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Draw play. Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Elliott.
Oh,
and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He finds Howard complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
First and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Fucking missed extra point.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game.
Huge.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Winston now from the 50. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go, G, get off the field. 54 is Mike.
Winston.
Oh, I fucking ran him off the play.
Intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run with Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. It's Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Oh, my Lord.
To see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Here's Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Jameis now on first down. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Can't catch. He can hit, but he can't catch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Strong right. On the ball. 45. Go to 54. Ryan. We're going to 53. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Yeah, my mom should be here in like 10 minutes anyway. I'm supposed to be getting ready to leave. 6.